Last lecture we will study biological tools. In biological tools, different enzymes, that is lysozymes, nucleases enzyme, exonuclease, endonuclease. What is the role of exonuclease? It cut nucleotides at the ends, while endonucleases cut nucleotides within the DNA strand at specific sites. So next to this, restriction endonucleases. Why name is given restriction endonucleases? Because they are formed by bacteria and they also breaks the viral DNA and also restrict the growth of viral DNA. So it is also called as molecular scissor and restriction endonucleases. As it cuts DNA at specific site within the DNA, so it is called as restriction endonucleases. So in biotechnology, we have to first remember the enzyme restriction endonucleases. Then it also acts as defensive mechanism. Means if we see this E. coli bacteria, from this ECO are first. This restriction enzyme is discovered. So it also it shows the defensive mechanism. Means if the virus attack this E. coli bacteria and insert its DNA inside the E. coli bacteria, then it cuts this DNA by restriction endonuclease enzyme or otherwise add methyl group. Also in last period we have to study this restriction enzymes cut this DNA, and due to this blunt ends and sticky ends are also formed. Then the palindrome. In case of palindrome, there are sequences are formed, specific sequences, and that can read both in forward and backward same. Example of this palindrome is Malayalam. Then second biological tools we have to study, that is the cloning vectors. So which are these vectors? Vectors are the DNA which carries, means vectors means vehicles. They carry foreign DNA. So vectors are DNA molecules that carries foreign DNA and replicate within the host cell. So which are the vectors are used? Vectors are specially used are plasmids. So see here, these are the plasmids. Plasmid is present inside the bacterial cell. Bacterial cell contains its own nucleoid along with this extra chromosomal double stranded circular DNA. Means it contains its chromosome along with this nucleoid along with this extra chromosomal double stranded circular DNA, and it replicates independently. So these plasmids are used as vector. It may contain 2 or 3 plasmids, but only one plasmid is used for carrying foreign DNA. Then second to this, that is the bacteriophages. They are used as M13 and second is lambda phage. Means bacteriophage means these are the viruses which infect bacteria. Then There are different vectors are also used. Say for cosmid, means when there is larger DNA molecule, then cosmids are used. Then phasmid. Phasmid means cosmid plus cosmid plus plasmid is called as phasmid. Then BAC. BAC means bacterial artificial chromosome. Then YAC. YAC means yeast artificial chromosome. Then transposon. What is meant by transposon? That is, these are the sequences of DNA that can move to new position within the genome of cell. Then baculovirus. Baculovirus is cloning vector used in case of insects. Then MACS, mammalian artificial chromosomes. So these are the cloning vectors used in rDNA technology. Next to this, what are the characteristics of good vector? Good vector has ability of independent replication. So the characteristics, first characteristic is origin of replication, means they can replicate, and this origin also controls the copy number of linker DNA. Next to this, that is the marker gene, selectable marker. The selectable marker can recognize and differentiate non-recombinant cell, transformant cell from recombinant cells, non-transformant from transformant cells, or non-recombinant cell to recombinant cell, and it promotes the growth of transformant cell for antibiotic resistance gene or ampicillin resistance gene. So this is the role of marker gene. What is this transformant cell? That is, when plasmid has to attach foreign DNA, then it is recombinant DNA. We have to study this in next point. Then third, that is the suitable cloning site, means the plasmid has a site, it is called as cloning site. It must have one cloning site, and which is cut by means of restriction endonuclease enzyme. If there are many sites, then it is difficult to ligation or join to this plasmid DNA. So for this, it requires only one restriction site. Along with this, it also shows promoter and recognition sites. So these characteristics, three characteristics, are not found in natural plasmid. So there is plasmids are constructed, and these are the PBr322 or PBr320, and out of these PBr322 specially used in rDNA technology. So plasmids, especially plasmids most commonly used in recombinant DNA technology, I have already told, that is BR322, and that can replicate inside the host cell. So see this plasmid cloning vector showing replication origin, a drug resistance gene, ampicillin resistance gene, and region in which foreign DNA can be inserted. So see here how you can remember this. If there are two friends going to class, then they start from home, त्याला ओरिजिन इथून स्टार्ट होतो. ओरिजिन it controls the copy number and replication takes place. They carry amplifier. दोन स्टुडंटने ॲम्प्लिफायर कॅरी केलेला आहे, एम्पियर. सो AMPR अशा पद्धतीनं लक्षात ठेवायचे. सो next to this region where the foreign DNA can be inserted. In this region foreign DNA is inserted. And next to this, that is, these are polylinkers. Here these two friends going to class, that is BAM H first and small, so SMA first, and they got two friends, that is Prashant Pawar and Salman, so PST first and SL first. They are interested in study, that is economics, Hindi and special Hindi. So economics, that is ECO, R first, then hind third Hindi, and special Hindi SPH first. And they also studied a subject and carry a sack with keypad, then SAC first and KPN first, and they meet to teacher, and teacher's name is Xbal, XBAL. In this way we have to remember this plasmid PBR322. It shows the ampicillin resistance gene and origin. So this is about the plasmid. Then we are to study the plasmid vectors for plants. So commonly used vectors for plant, that is Agrobacterium tuminifescens. So the vector which along with new DNA, it carries by a plasmid of Agrobacterium tuminifescens. Agrobacterium tuminifescens. It is a soil bacterium. So see this is a soil bacterium. It causes a crown gall disease to plants. प्लांटला ते क्राउन गॉल डिसीज हॉर्न करतं. सो इट कॉजेस ए क्राउन गॉल डिसीज means overgrowth, that is formation of tumor. It contains a plasmid, that is TI plasmid, means tumor inducing plasmid, and it also contains a transposon DNA, that is tDNA, and this is the restriction site where the restriction endonuclease enzyme cut this plasmid. Means this plasmid is isolated, it contains a desirable trait, and then it is cut with the help of restriction endonuclease enzyme, and also plasmid is also cut with the help of restriction endonuclease enzyme. Then insertion of gene, this desired gene, into plasmid using restriction enzyme. and the sticky ends can be joined with the help of DNA ligase enzyme. It is also called as molecular glue. So in this way, these transpositions along with DNA is inserted into infected cells. So when it is inserted into infected cells, then it removes this tumor, and afterwards this foreign DNA along with new DNA is inserted into plant cells and again grows into a fresh culture, and in this way this tDNA carrying new gene with plant chromosome, and finally a new plant is produced, that is it is forms a new transgenic plant, means new plant which is produced which do not contain tumor. So in this way Agrobacterium tumefaciens is used in rDNA technology. Then next to this, that is competent host, means last biological tool used, that is competent host. So competent hosts specially used are bacillus. The examples of bacteria like bacillus haemophilus, then Helicobacter pylori and E. coli. Especially out of these competent hosts, especially E. coli used as a host cell in rDNA technology. What is meant by competent? Means this bacteria has to made first competent to cell, that is it made to competent to take the rDNA. rDNA तयार करण्यासाठी सेलला जे तयार केलं जातं त्याला म्हणतात competent. So how they can prepare this cell? So the bacterial cell is outer cell membrane is hydrophobic. Outer cell membrane is hydrophobic, while inner cell membrane, if we see, this is the plasmid, but if we take this E. coli bacteria, its outer wall is hydrophobic, while if we see this DNA is hydrophilic. So this E. coli can't take this DNA. So this E. coli bacterial cell wall has to made competent. So this cell wall is treated with divalent cation, that is Ca2+. When they are treated with divalent cations, then this cell membrane, it forms a small pores. So small pores are formed, and then this DNA can be inserted into this E. coli bacteria. Means this plasmid along with desirable gene, if you see, this is the rDNA, and this rDNA can be inserted into, this is rDNA, and rDNA can be inserted into this E. coli bacteria. So this is called as competent, and specially used competent hosts are E. coli bacteria. What is this E. coli bacteria? It is extracted a restriction enzyme, that is E. coarpus. Means E means Escherichia genus name, CO, that is this first two letter of species name, R is strain, that is RY, and RY13, and it is first is order of discovery. So see how this cell made competent. See here, this is the bacterial cell wall, and it has made to competent. It is treated with divalent cation, then pores are formed, and through this pore, this DNA inserted inside this E. coli bacteria. So in this lecture we have to study these biological tools. First enzyme, then cloning vectors, and last that is competent hosts. And in next lecture we will study the next point of this chapter. Okay.